Do 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 do. Beady 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 do. Beady 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 do. Welcome to the bunker. I'm Big Bacon, and this is Big Bacon's Bunker. Today we're going to find out if I am worthy. We are going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Thor Love and Thunder Mighty Thor Jodie Foster. No, wait, that's not right. Jane Fonda. No, damn. Jane Foster. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, as is typical, we're going to look at the accessories first. Look at the figure, check the articulation, decide how we want her to display, gear her up, and get her on the shelf. So, let's let the cat out of the bag first of all. Woohoo! I'm worthy enough. She comes with Mjolnir. Now the sculpt on the hammer head is the same as all the other Mjolnirs when it comes to the edging and the large circle. Doesn't have the Trinity on it, but still looks. But what this one has is it's broken. It is reformed from the broken pieces. Hammer is beautifully sculpted and painted. This is actually textured throughout here, so there are like little bumps and grooves. Now, down here at the bottom, you got some nice silver paint. Where the brown strap meets, though, not quite so great. And then we've got the brown leather strap that just kind of hangs. Now, this is not like Hasbro G.I. Joe flimsy. And yet somehow, a magic watch. Bend! See? Somehow it's bent. I think a little bit of work, maybe getting it held in place straight for a little bit will help to straighten that out, but it's not bad. So as you can see, she has the unmasked helmet on, or the unmasked head. She does also come with this head. And I think you can see why I have this one on it. So the hair is basically the same. In fact, the face underneath the mask is the same. Instead of gluing on the hairpiece they've got on this figure, they glued on the helmet. They pegged in the hair in the back. And then they glued on these separate pieces. Now, the helmet itself is painted silver. Got some nice coloration here in the marking. The eyes are done up in there perfectly. Sculpt is good. Hair looks good. These are made of that cheap injection plastic, the marbleized one. And if you look closely, they're not even. Not only are they highly bendable, but they're just not glued on straight. Like this one is way the hell back and down. In fact, you can see the peg in there. Whereas this one is flush. So, anybody asking why I've got her maskless, one, I love Natalie Portman. She is the cause of most of my impure thoughts. And two, the helmeted head came jacked up. So without any further ado, let's move on to the figure. So, the Natalie Portman likeness, it's not perfect. Like right there, I see Natalie Portman. A bit of scuff on that side. Straight on, not as much, but it's there. The lips are painted in nicely. Eyes are not all jacked up. Eyebrows are nicely done. The hair is beautifully sculpted. And in fact, up here, it almost looks like it's braided. Much darker tone for the hair up top than at the bottom. Skin tone matches pretty well between the head, the neck, the shoulders, and the arms. Okay, let's talk about these arms. My goodness. This is why I keep sending letters to her proposing she leave her husband for me. Okay. Big elephant in the room. Large cape. It is rubbery. It does bend, but it is heavy. And we'll get to what that issue is later. Chest armor. Beautifully sculpted. Got some great metallic paint for the silver. A little bit of the red up in here. As you can see, there's just a couple parts where it's off a little, but it's an up-close issue. Once you're back, you really don't see it. These clasps for the cape have a worn look to them. And you can actually see the red of the cape because they just painted what's sculpted on the cape along the edges. Forearms. Well, armband. Bicep band on this arm. Both arms have the forearm guards. Leather looking glove, leather looking forearm. Straps are painted in there really nicely. And then you got the plate. Got a little silver scuff there. And some of the silver on the knuckles looks like it's not quite even. But it does give a good appearance to the figure. This hang down overlay is very soft, very rubbery. Has great molded detail to it. Silver points for the studs. This plating that goes up to along the side, the discs, all nicely done. Underneath here, we've got what looks like tight leather pants. Natalie Portman in tight leather. Knee pads. Once again, I got like a dent or something in here. I don't know if that's sculpted to give like a battle-worn look. But if you're seeing what I'm seeing, you're absolutely right. The knee pads and the shin armor done in that marbleized cheap plastic. Boots are fairly well done. A little bit of paint issue up here. Silver paint on the feet. Black soles, brown boots. Once again, it's little things here and there. Nothing major that sticks out and goes, look at me, I've ruined the figure. Articulation-wise, head is on a dumbbell, but the neck isn't articulated. And because of the hair, you're not looking up any higher than eye level. You look down a little bit, but the hair in the front does push it back up. You got just a little bit of tilt. And it's only insofar as the space in the hair allows. Rotation is minimal because, once again, you're fighting hair. Arms will hinge up to 90. No butterfly joining. They are detented, but they will go all the way around. But once you get to the cape, it becomes really difficult to get them back any further. Bicep cut for rotation. Double jointed, pinless elbow on a female figure. With a really close to full range in that joint. I mean, look at that. It might not be the prettiest joint, but it's got great range. Now, okay, I don't know how I just did that. The hand rotates with horizontal hinging on the left hand, vertical hinging on the right. She's got a waist joint, good hula hoop action. Starting from base, she bends back that far, bends forward that far, has great tilt and rotation. Down here on the lower waist, there's also just a little bit of movement. But I think this overlay is preventing it from going any further. Legs will kick out that far, which is more than 90 on the one-legged high kick. Kick forward, pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. Thigh cup for rotation. Double jointed pinless knee. Almost lets her kick her own ass. No boot cut. Foot will hinge back that far. Yeah, this one was a little stiff. I did have to heat it. Forward that far with a front-facing pin for rocker. So, getting her to stand. As I said, the cape is fairly heavy, so you got to get the feet kind of forward a little bit. And since we're going to display her with Mjolnir, we're going to have her choked up on it so that the bend is not as apparent. Now with the weight of Mjolnir, you kind of offset that cape weight just a little bit. So there we have her. What do you say we take a moment and get her up on the shelf, huh? Come with me and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations. And there you are. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.